Thanks so much for being with us here on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Joy Limnacker, and just want to share with you some of the top stories that we are watching right now. A very big day in a disturbing case. So we are expecting to hear autopsy results for LaShawn Thompson. You may recall that he is the man whose family says that he was actually eaten alive inside the Fulton County Jail by bed bugs. Civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump is going to be there with the family to announce the results of the autopsy. A 35-year-old LaShawn Thompson had been in the Fulton County Jail for 3 months. He had been struggling with mental health issues, was being housed in the psychiatric wing. He was found dead in his cell, his jail cell, last fall. And his family's believed to release the results from the independent autopsy that Crump says former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick offered to pay for. In a news release ahead of today's press conference, Crump said these autopsy findings confirm that Thompson was malnourished, he was dehydrated, his body was infested inside and out with insects. After Thompson's death, the sheriff forced 3 top jailers to resign. 3 days after that, the Fulton County Board of Commissioners approved $5.3 million to further address inmate safety and security, though the sheriff has asked for a whole new jail to be built. This was Benjamin Crump a few weeks ago during a news conference at that jail. Let's listen.
This isn't just about LaShawn Thompson. This is about every citizen in Fulton County, Georgia. God forbid you get arrested and they put you in this cell with the bed bugs and the lice and the roach infestation.
So today's news conference is scheduled for 11:30, and we are going to bring it to you live right here on Atlanta News First Plus. Also want to ask you for a little bit of help. The police actually need your help finding a man who they say is connected to the murder of a beloved member of the community, a 72-year-old man, Calvin Vernum, who was found shot and killed outside of a popular restaurant in Northeast Georgia where he used to frequent. So that community looking for help. Here's the story from my colleague, Asia Wilson.
This pain is being felt by so many in the community. You can see with this memorial outside of Hardee's tonight.
Sadness could be felt in the city of Commerce Sunday.
Of this community. We've had a great tragedy here.
As the city with less than 10,000 people grieved the loss of 72-year-old Calvin Vernum, a man many say was the brightest person in town.
He represented light and joy and happiness.
Commerce police say around 7:30 this morning, Vernum was shot outside of Hardee's. A Good Samaritan then tried to resuscitate him, but he later died at the hospital.
It makes me feel so broken because Calvin didn't bother anybody. He was very loved by everyone.
Vernum's cousin, Dana Rucker, says he would go there every morning to get food.
He didn't deserve to lose his life.
And thereafter, he would go on the corner to greet everyone passing by. Dozens did the same in his honor at a memorial hours after he took his last breath.
He was a staple of the community. He just made it a pleasure to drive through downtown. He was somebody that could make you happy just by looking at him.
Now detectives are looking for 23-year-old Xavier Clark, who is a person of interest. He was last seen driving this dark blue Dodge Journey in the area. While Clark is only wanted for questioning, people are questioning the motive in this tragedy.
That's absolutely cowardly, I would say, and to harm someone that has never had any malicious intent.
It's the reason why the owner of Skaterama USA started a reward campaign.
When you have something this shocking that occurs in a community this size and this small where everybody knows everybody, you kind of aim for swift justice.
While there's a hole left in this community.
And I'm so sorry. Remember my cousin Calvin Vernum as being a very loving and kind person.
Loved ones hope Vernum's glow will illuminate forever. In Commerce, Asia Wilson, Atlanta News First.
My colleague Asia Wilson with that story. Also want to let you know that the man who is accused of shooting and killing Atlanta rapper Takeoff is set to face a judge. Patrick Clark is actually due in court today in Houston, Texas. You probably recall that Takeoff was shot in the head and back on November 1st as more than 30 people were leaving a private party in Houston. Police say the gunfire followed a disagreement over a game of dice. Takeoff was not actually involved in that. He was just an innocent bystander. So Clark, the suspect, Patrick Clark, was taken into custody on December 1st, and his arrest came one day after another man was charged in connection with the shooting. Again, Patrick Clark expected to face a judge today, accused of shooting and killing rapper Takeoff. Also, you know, we are just about a week out now from Memorial Day, and of course we expect things to be very busy in terms of travel. My colleague Madeline Montgomery has a closer look.
I'll tell you one thing, if you are traveling on Monday mornings or Friday mornings, expect crowds like the one we're seeing. And this weekend especially, we are going to be seeing millions of people taking off for the holiday. Let's take a look at those numbers. So just for the Memorial Day weekend travel period, Atlanta airport officials estimating 2 million passengers passing through Hartsfield-Jackson. AAA anticipates 42.3 million Americans traveling 50 miles or more from home for the holiday weekend. And that's almost 3 million more people than last year. Air travel is up 11% from last year, with 3.4 million Americans expected to fly this weekend. To prepare for the busy weekend, Atlanta's mayor, a TSA administrator, and other aviation industry leaders will be holding a news conference this afternoon to talk about how they're preparing Hartsfield-Jackson for the influx of travelers this weekend and all summer long. That news conference is going to be right here at 1 o'clock. And of course, we're going to have an Atlanta News First crew here to make sure you know everything you need to know if you're going wheels up this weekend or this summer. And we are going to have that on Atlanta News First and, of course, the updates on our app. We're now reporting at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. I'm Madeline Montgomery, Atlanta News First.
All right, our thanks to Madeline for that report, and also want to let you know that news conference that she mentioned with Mayor Andre Dickens, we're going to carry live here on Atlanta News First Plus coming up at 1 p.m. Should help you prepare for Memorial Day travel as well. Okay, want to get you now to a look outside and what to expect weather-wise. We have meteorologist Rodney Harris with that joining us. Hey, Rodney.
Hey, Joy. Happy Monday to you. I hope you're off to a good start to your day.
Same to you.
Yeah, everybody. I hope you're off to a good start to your week. So we have first alert radar up this morning because we do have some showers that Ella and I have been tracking throughout the course of the morning. This activity is drifting toward the northwest, so just a heads up for those of you, especially south of I-20. That's really where I'm seeing the heaviest of these showers. And by heavy, I mean more of them. We're not really looking at a ton of heavy rain, no flooding, no severe weather, none of that stuff. But these showers will be around for the rest of the morning, and they're actually going to start to drift northward toward metro Atlanta. So if you have any plans up until about lunchtime today, you will encounter this. This is not a first alert, but again, these are showers that we are tracking for you this morning. So let's get to the setup. This is why we are seeing the rain that's actually going to last through Tuesday. We have an area of low pressure, which is way south of us in like the Florida Panhandle. Closer to that low is where we are seeing the heavier rain today. So they'll see heavier rain as you go into South Georgia, also into Florida. As you get further and further away from that low, the rain will be a little bit lighter. So you can see for us in North Georgia and metro Atlanta, it's just more showers than anything today. And again, if you do have any travel plans and you're going south, closer to that low, closer to that stationary front in South Georgia and the Panhandle, you will see some heavier rain. So here is our high-resolution forecast model. It's doing a really good job at picking up on the showers that are south of I-20 right now. And we're going to see those showers kind of linger around metro Atlanta through lunchtime. This afternoon, the coverage of the showers will actually go down. So the coverage this afternoon is only at like 20%. Most of us will be mostly cloudy this afternoon, maybe a stray shower or two, but nothing to where you have to cancel your plans. Just have that umbrella in the car if you're going to be out this afternoon. So we'll see another wave of rain that'll move in overnight. So if you haven't, well, most of us are going to be asleep overnight. But if you're going to work in the morning, we do think that we'll see some rain in the morning as you drive to work. Again, we're not really anticipating a first alert, no flooding, no severe weather, no storms, but you will have some rain around this morning. Or tomorrow morning, rather, as you drive to work. And it looks like that rain may be a little bit heavier tomorrow morning compared to what we saw today. So just a heads up for that as you get to work on Tuesday morning. That rain will kind of linger throughout Tuesday morning. And then after lunchtime Tuesday, the rain will gradually dissipate. And we think the second half of Tuesday will be just fine. So that's the story. That's our scenario. That's our setup over the next 2 days. It's really today and then into Tuesday morning when we will see our rain, our scattered rain, and then for Wednesday and Thursday, we'll dry out. we'll see more sunshine. Temperatures will be warmer in the low 80s. Today and tomorrow, temperatures are staying in the 70s because of the clouds and the showers that are out there. But Wednesday and Thursday are definitely some great days, completely dry with highs in the 80s. As we go into Memorial Day weekend, we actually have a kind of a large, what we call an upper level low pressure system that's going to set up along the East Coast. So we have to have at least a slight chance of rain in your forecast over the Memorial Day weekend. But I'll tell you what, it's only at about 20 to 30% right now. So at this point, you can keep your plans. We don't think we're going to see a ton of rain this weekend. We think you'll be okay. But that's something that we're going to watch very carefully from Friday through Monday, as we know a lot of you have plans. But for this week, today, really up until lunch, we'll see some scattered rain, and then more rain as you drive to work on Tuesday morning. And then after lunch on Tuesday, we're dry. We'll stay dry on Wednesday and Thursday, and temperatures will warm up for the end of the week. So I'm going to get you back to First Alert Radar. Again, in Atlanta right now, we're dry, but don't be surprised if from now through lunchtime, you see some of that rain south of us move north into Atlanta. Peachtree City, you're seeing some showers. Griffin, you're seeing some showers. A lot of that, again, south about 20. But that's going to drift northward and impact us through lunchtime. And then for most of us this afternoon, we should be dry, other than a stray shower or two. So we'll keep you up to date on this. First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez will have your updated forecast coming up on Atlanta News First at 9. So until next time, we hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you soon.